Hi friends, Terry Runyan here, visual artist and creative encourager. And it's been a while since I've done a video. Along with having 2 books I've been working on, there's this whole coronavirus thing going on. And we've started a little couple-week project called Aprilization in the Daily Creating group as well as on Instagram. And it goes from the 1st, which was a couple of days ago, through the 14th, but in the Daily Creating group it might get extended for the full month. And the prompts will all start with a P. And the reason this was created by Este Macleod, which I will link to below, she came up with the idea of focusing on words that are not pandemic, words that have a happier, more uplifting sense about them, and images that could bring a little cheer to our day. So today is the 3rd day of that project, and today we're doing party hats. If you're seeing this video months out away from the time I'm shooting it and posting it, you can always follow along with the posts that are now available in the Daily Creating group, which I'll link to below. And yeah, I'm gonna do a demo video about making party hats. I'm gonna probably use some of my washi tapes because they make perfect party hat patterns. And here's the few that I've picked out. I'll show you those a little closer here. I also have a bunch of papers, some hand-painted papers and some stenciled papers that I have. I also have this cool pattern with Japanese writing on it that I have no idea what it says, and a little more painted paper, and of course a little bit of paper that has the printed word on it. I'll also be bringing in some white pen on this. I use the One for All acrylic marker in a size 1mm, and I also might do some ink, I'm not sure yet, or at least the Statler permanent size S Lumicolor pen. So this pen is great because it doesn't bleed, it stays where you put it when you start doing watercolor. So those are the supplies I'm going to use today. I'm going to start by cutting out hat shapes, and I'll show you how I'm doing that right now. I'm not sure I'm going to use all these hat shapes, but I'm just going to cut them out and then rearrange things and see what I like the best, and then go from there. As I'm rearranging these hat shapes, I'm keeping in mind that I'm going to be putting some characters underneath them, so I'm positioning them in a way that makes there be enough room to do that. Also, I'm trying to separate colors. I don't have all the blues next to each other or all the reds next to each other. That's kind of what's going through my mind as I'm rearranging these. I'm going to go ahead and glue them down now. I do use Elmer's Craft Bond to glue things down. It's acid-free, and it's been good for me so far using it, knock on wood. Well, someone has joined me. Tucker wanted to say hello. and he likes to keep me company, as well as Riley, who's sitting right next to me here. I'm going to put Tucker in his bed and get back to the artwork. Besides having cat hair on my artwork, I also end up with it all over me. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Okay, I've got this beginning watercolor part done for the characters that are underneath these hats. Yeah, I didn't know which animals were going to show up, and I defaulted to several cats and dogs. So I'm going to come in with some pen work now. All the supplies I'm using are linked below, so if you're interested, you can find them there. I wanted to say a little bit more about this craziness that's going on right now in the world, and that I don't know anyone who hasn't been caught up in obsessiveness around watching the news. As a matter of fact, this morning I got caught up for 3 hours in, going from one news thing to the other, trying to find out something to try to keep myself informed. At some point, I just noticed that I'm in a pattern, like I'm stuck in a pattern. And I also notice I'm not feeling real great while I'm doing it. So, I really am grateful for this daily creating practice, because when I come to this daily practice, it puts me more in the moment of what's going on in front of me. I got these lovely cats next to me. I've got a nice warm house to be in, all my friends on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and this fun project I'm working on. So this little bit of respite from the tension and stress and focusing on the worst possible scenarios is such a relief. So I highly recommend it. Any of you who are noticing you're not feeling creative, no need to let this stop you. Most of the time when I come over to my desk to start playing with some artwork, I don't have a sense of creative urge that's happening. I know I'm just going to go there and start playing around with some supplies. And if nothing good comes out, it's okay. If something comes out fantastic, that's fine too. Either way, it's just a way to refocus attention for a small amount of time into the present moment and what's right in front of us. So just a wonderful practice right now and always, but particularly right now. It can be very fun and very helpful to give yourself some relief from the constant barrage of news. And I think that's all I have to say about that. Just a lot of gratitude for this creative process and the ability to stay connected virtually. So with that, I'm going to get back to this art. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to come in with some cheeks. Sometimes this kind of messes them up, but that's okay. I like cheeks. All right then, this is done. A very, very fun illustration to do indeed. And so nice to be thinking and being with something different than what we've all been dealing with of late. I wish you guys some relief from this stress of what's going on right now in the world by taking some time to be with your family, hang out with your pets, and do a little artwork. I hope you found this video inspiring and you'll jump into your artwork during this time and into the future. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.